dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky. This is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning. It is 4:59. I'm Will Puckett.
And I'm Madison Pergrum.
Well, thank you for tuning in to Mountain News This Morning. Madison, as everyone's about to find out, all three of us are wearing blue today, but we should be wearing red because it's red hot outside.
It is. And you can already tell this morning it's hotter than the past couple days.
Well, you know it's hot outside when our newsroom is actually temperate. Let's bring in meteorologist Kelly McShane this morning. And Kelly, did we break a record yesterday, and are we going to see the same today?
We sure did break a record yesterday, and we are going to again today, most likely. Now here, I think we're all wearing blue today because we're trying to usher in those cooler temperatures. So hopefully it'll work heading into the next few days. But overall, we are waking up on a warm note. Those temperatures out there this morning are in the 60s and 70s, just like yesterday, but even a little bit warmer into the Big Sandy, almost in the mid 70s. So yes, definitely a warm start to the day once again. As far as fog goes, a lot like yesterday, not seeing widespread issues. You can see over into Whitesburg, not too much fog out there, but overall a calm start to the day. A little bit of fog though settling into Harlan and Bell County, so just be very careful traveling within those few counties, but otherwise not a widespread fog issue. But those temperatures, that is the main story, and I will have more details on the temperatures we will see later on this week here in just a little bit, guys.
Thank you, Kelly. Well, for those wanting to vote in the November election, time to register is running out. The deadline is Monday, October 7th. This means that as of this morning, you have less than 1 week to check your registration. You have two ways to do that. You can go to your county clerk's office or go to elect.ky.gov. At the top of this year's ticket, the governor's race. Governor Matt Bevin is seeking re-election against Democratic challenger Attorney General Andy Beshear.
If you don't vote, you don't have a say. Well, a benefit concert planned for black jewel miners is now canceled. The Mountain Arts Center in Prestonsburg was planning to host the benefit concert for Coal Country on October 13th. The MAC announced on their Facebook page late Monday night that this event is canceled, telling anyone who already bought a ticket that the box office will contact them to issue refunds. They did not give a reason for the cancellation or a time frame for the refunds.
And after 2 months, black jewel protests came to a halt last Thursday. Roughly 1,100 miners are now waiting for the next step. Monday afternoon, attorney Ned Pillersdorf met with black jewel miners in Leslie County, explaining since negotiations were not successful by the deadline, they will now go into mediation involving a federal magistrate.
If there's successful mediation, this is over sooner rather than later. The bankruptcy gets resolved. Hopefully the mines reopen, the miners go back to work, and we get them a compensation package.
One of those being the hot goods order that has coal sitting on the tracks. The hot goods order will most likely be the discussion and mediation. That mediation begins October 15th.
Well, Coles and Five Below are open for business in London. It is part of a recent surge in businesses that is helping grow Laurel County.
WYMT's Hannah Reynolds talked to people who say they've been waiting weeks for the doors to open.
The opening of Coles and Five Below could not come soon enough.
We're so excited. We just couldn't wait. I drive by here once a week once every 2 weeks to see, if they were open.
It is catching the eye of people that live here.
I mean, growing up, we had Walmart.
But it is also bringing more attention from other places.
So just to see all of these places coming in, it's a big deal. It's a big deal to a lot of us.
The stores are part of an economic boom, drawing people from surrounding counties and the interstate.
It just boosts everything. We've just been fortunate that the stores and businesses want to locate here in our county, and we have a great workforce to provide the workers.
There's now more than 100 additional people working in Laurel County. The surge of money continually spent and kept in London will hopefully only continue to draw more in. As for now,
I'm just so happy to have this awesome stores here.
Openings seem to be a sign of things to come. In Laurel County, Hannah Reynolds, WYMT Mountain News.
The official grand opening for Five Below is Friday at 10 a.m. and Kohl's will be on Saturday morning at 8:30. Well, gas prices dipped slightly here in Kentucky. Gas is now about 9 cents cheaper statewide than last week. The state average is down to $2.40 per gallon. Nationwide, the average is $2.64. That's about 22 cents lower than this time 1 year ago. And we have mapped out what you can expect here in eastern Kentucky. You will notice around I-75 and Letcher County, gas is lower than the rest of the mountains. You will find the lowest average in eastern Kentucky in Bell County, where gas is about $2.24 a gallon.
Well, Dale McKinney has been broadcasting from the mountains of Floyd County for more than 40 years. Later this month, the WMDJ co-founder will receive recognition from the Kentucky Broadcasters Association. McKinney will be inducted into the Kentucky Mike Hall of Fame. He says he is humbled by the recognition, which he never dreamed he would receive. He says working hard in your field can sometimes lead to unexpected results.
The two things that you have to have in this business, or any business, or in life, is passion and enthusiasm. That's the two things that you've got to have. If you have that, you'll be successful.
McKinney says he is honored to receive this recognition at the same time as voice of the Reds, Marty Brenneman.
Suicide Prevention Awareness Month came to a close yesterday, but Mountain Comprehensive Care Center is working to give people across the region the best access to prevention resources. The center joined the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline Network, which means local calls to the hotline are rerouted to the Prestonsburg Crisis Stabilization Unit. Those involved say the partnership gives better access to local people seeking help or information. That helpline number is 1-800-273-8255.
The Letcher County Circuit Court clerk is honoring local organ donors in a special way. A hero wall is now dedicated in their honor, and it was unveiled yesterday. The faces of organ donors and organ recipients are on a wall in the Circuit Court clerk's office. Many families of those who died and donated their organs attended the unveiling.
Yes, my brother's picture is on the wall, and it looks amazing, and I hope all the Letcher Countyans, when they come in, they can see that, actually somebody from Letcher County, was a donor and touched so many people's lives.
Circuit Court Clerk Mike Watts says now 19% of Letcher County is registered as organ donors. Close to 200 people registered at the Mountain Heritage Festival this past weekend.
Well, thank you for getting your day started with us here on Mountain News this morning.
More news is on the way.
While temperatures are breaking heat records here in the mountains, one couple in Washington State had the perfect fall wedding plan. That ended up more like a scene out of Frozen.
Well, they can send some of that our way because it will be feeling like summer for a few more days, and I'll have the details on our next cool down in my forecast coming up next.